He alternates between blaming himself and the agency for the tragedy. This, as much as anything else, led to his drinking problem. Oh, I'm an alcoholic. Can't really blame him, though. Following a string of disciplinary charges in December of 1960, William Carter was reassigned to domestic operations only. Continued problems led to further demotion to administrative duties in June of 1961. Director's Addendum. Myron? This one's aggressive, temperamental, and defensive, but he gets the job done. I don't recommend him, but the Bureau is your department. If you insist on him, I don't recommend a long-term position. The man used to be a hero, but now he's busy destroying himself. He's not useful for much anymore except as an expendable asset. J. Edgar Hoover. Fuck you, Hoover. What's this? And De Silva's. Nicholas Alexander da Silva. Born August 17, 1924 in Baltimore. MD. I don't know. To Catherine and Sylvester da Silva. Education, JD, International Law, incomplete. New York University, marital status, divorced. His father, deceased, 1925. Wait. Wow, his father died a year after he was born. Catherine died. Damn, this guy had it rough. Died when he was 15, I think, or 16? 1940, Elizabeth Monty, whatever. Ex-wife, divorced 1952. Living in Washington, D.C. Nicholas Da Silva Jr., strange, living in Washington, D.C. And his illegitimate daughter in New York. Professional record, joined the Washington, D.C. Metropolitan Police Department August 12, 1947. Advanced to deputy sheriff with high commendations for field work and began to pursue a career with the FBI as a legal analyst. During his screening, the FBI discovered that Da Silva had not completed his JD degree, having dropped out of college due to financial concerns and falsified his credentials. Deputy Da Silva lost his job on December 24, 1950. What? Which quickly led to the collapse of his marriage. No shit. Fucking Merry Christmas, I lost my job. No shit. However, the FBI was impressed by Da Silva's record with the MPD, as well as interpersonal skills, and on February 14, 1952, they recruited him on a probationary basis for field work. He demonstrated exceptional skill in the field, received a small degree of fame for his heroic single-handed arrest of the bank robber K.D. Carpenter on February 4th, 1955. Despite his claim, Agent Da Silva was repeatedly demoted back to probationary agent due to various moral concerns about his activities when off duty. In 1959, after an embarrassing arrest in New York City, where he and a jazz singer assaulted an officer, the FBI decided to move him out of visible work. At Director Falk's request, Agent Nico Da Silva was reassigned to work with the Bureau as a covert agent. Okay. Alright, Falk. Give us the lowdown, buddy. What's happening? Oh yeah, the badass. Camera. Action.
We are at war, and not the one we were expecting. Groom range, 2100 hours. Survivors, 6. In just a few minutes, our enemy managed to destroy the primary Strategic Command Center. By 2130, Strategic Command itself ceased to exist. Our combined military forces have been routed. The comms have gone dark. The red phone will not be ringing. And that is why, as of now, I, Myron Falk, am assuming command of what's left of our nation's defenses. The Bureau was founded to coordinate resistance forces in the event of a complete and successful Soviet invasion. That mission remains the same, even if our enemy does not. We now face an opponent from beyond our world, whose identity is yet unknown. But make no mistake, this enemy has crippled us. They have technology decades beyond what we possess. We must make it our own. Their weapons will become our weapons. And when they do, we shall annihilate them. I give you new orders. Survive, adapt, win.
Yeah!
XCOM.
XCOM!
A year? Will, you can't go on a for a year.
I'm sorry. Crazy.
Your family needs you.
No! No, I can help them. Let me help them! Will.
No!
Hey, Will, wake up.
What?
Jesus, Carter. How was it you looked worse than before you went to sleep?
You woke me up, asshole.
I'm fine. And you yelling for me to wake up doesn't help.
I wasn't the one yelling.
Was he yelling?
What did I say?
Something about a fire. I don't know. I guess after the morning you had, it makes sense.
No, this wasn't about that. It wasn't about Grim Range.
Well, my guess is you're not the only one having nightmares after this morning. Head shrinking's gonna be a big business after this war. If there isn't after this war. Christ, that was dark. Anyway, Falk's looking for you. Wants you in his office, ASAP.
The old man say what he wanted with me?
Guess you don't know him all that well yet. The director doesn't tell anyone anything. he
Yeah, I
doesn't think
noticed.
they need to know.
Well, I guess you can't really hold knocking off for a few against me. Seeing as how we seem to be in our office and our quarters.
Yeah, I guess some parts of the emergency plan leave something to be desired. Ah well, it'll be just like college, right?
Yeah, except I stayed in Mrs. Hawthorne's boarding house back in Terre Haute. Had my own bathroom and everything.
Ah.
Oh, ain't you fancy?
Are you saying something about that radio?
Oh yeah. Cheap thing normally just pipes in the company elevator music, but it's been picking up some weird signal. Damned if I know what it is.
Don't we have more important issues to deal with?
Sure, that's why I haven't bothered with it. But if someone on the outside is able to broadcast through that jamming signal, well, it could be important.
Who would know more about this?
Check with Operator Chelsky. She's information officer for the Bureau. Keeps track of communications, arranges contacts, manages what the public
Okay.
hears.
Huh?
The whole deal.
I'd better go see what the old man...
Later, buddy.
See you later, Will.
Where do we... I guess we sleep on the couch? You don't even have a couch. Radio.
2. Message repeats. 2, 5, 0.
Better make a note of this and talk to one of the radio operators.
9.
You probably ought to
2,
run that by Operator Chelsky across
Message
the hall.
repeats.
Might be important.
2, 5, 0. November 8, 9, 2.
Son.
Headed with this. Just running it over to the armory.
I wasn't told about any.
Sound like Lee.
In case you haven't noticed, things are a little hectic around here right now. There's a war on.
Sorry, Doc, but we're gonna have to hold you here while we check this with Central.
Central? Are you kidding me? Oh, that's right. I forgot. None of you people can think for yourselves.
Watch yourself, Doc. Lighthouse, point 1.
Officer Chelsky? Yep.
You the dispatcher?
A little more than that, Agent Carter. I'm Chief Information Officer with the
Oh my
Bureau.
god, it's loud.
Information officer, what does that mean?
I oversee the dispatchers, but in addition to that, I also manage our public communications and keep our profile low. And for now, my job is also keeping the public from knowing the scope of the threat.
Because rioting mobs of civilians are the last thing we need right now.
Exactly. You and your agents contain the enemy's attacks, and my operators will keep the public
Alright.
panic level in check.
Sounds good.
I'll try not to distract you too much.
As long as you have a good
You want to go on a
What do
date?
you need, sir?
Isn't the enemy jamming all communications?
Yes, most broadcasting equipment is facing heavy interference.
Shit.
Cutting effective range down to less than 5% of normal.
Then how are you...
Our equipment is significantly more robust. we're still communicating at approximately 90%
Oh,
of
shit.
effective range. The best of the best, you know.
What does the population know?
They're worried about the communications blackout, but our operatives in the major cities are keeping them in line.
Keeping them in line. You make it sound like they've declared martial law.
Nothing as heavy-handed as that, just a series of emergency preparedness tests.
Okay.
Very tense, but orderly.
The radio's been playing a strange broadcast. Any idea what it means?
I heard. It's probably an automated weather station nearby, but I suppose it might be instructions for picking up a weaker signal. A clever broadcaster could bypass the worst of the jamming that way.
It could be survivors. We could bring them in.
It's worth checking out. I'll have Operator Hughes run the radio while you give us the data.
Oh, don't make me.
Range to...
I don't know. I don't know. 500?
Set the range to 500.
Now the direction?
I don't. He said November, so north? Oh,
the direction
balls.
And the frequency?
374.
Set the
I
frequency
guess.
to 374 megahertz.
Checking medium frequency.
I've taken enough
Hold
of
on.
your time.
Okay, I gotta do something real quick though. Hold on. There we go. It's a bit better. Okay, so hold on. 25. Okay, so 250 north. 892. Okay. All right, let's try that again. Strange signal.
Yes, sir?
Skip.
Radio's been playing a strange...
Yeah.
It could be survivors.
It's worth checking out.
25.
First, set the range to 250.
North, I
Now the
believe.
direction?
Set the direction north.
8.
And the frequency?
Set the frequency to 892 megahertz.
Checking ultra-high frequency. Nothing. Wait. What is... It's survivors. They're trying to warn others of the attack.
Reply. Tell them they aren't alone. We'll do what we can to assist.
We'll dispatch someone to help, but we'll also have to make sure they stop broadcasting immediately. We can't risk that information spreading.
As
Okay,
long as
cool.
They get rescued.
That works. Alright, what do we have here? Note. Intercept the transmission, Fort Detrich, MD. Sir, enemy has overrun our blah blah blah. Casualties are high and we are having trouble mounting a counterattack. The enemy was able to infiltrate and release our stores. Never had a chance. All staff evacuating to... It's my impersonation of that. Let me see if she's got anything else real quick. Nope.
Yes, sir?
Thanks for the
Okay,
information.
well,
Just
thank
doing
you,
my job.
Jolsky. Let's check out the rest of this shit, huh? Cool. XCOM headquarters. What are you guys doing? Can I play with things? I can't. Damn it. I'm gonna go to the podium. I want to look cool. I can't get on the podium. Son of a bitch. Bastards. Alright, well, I guess we're going up. I don't want to find...
You were there. You saw what he was capable of.
I did. It's just... his file paints a different picture.
Okay, this is Weaver's office. Is it? Oh. Okay. Weird. What's this?
Okay, agents, let's begin. We going on another wild goose chase, Director? Not this time, agents. Because I brought in an expert agent who I expect to turn the tide. Allow me to introduce your new senior agent, Miss Angela Weaver. Agent Weaver, please begin.
Good evening, agents. Now, we have reason to believe our target is...
Is this some kind of joke?
I assure you, I do not joke about potential infiltrate...
Come on, miss. Get back to reception and leave the real work to us, okay? Agent Percy, watch your tone.
Director, how many concrete cases of the outsiders have your agents uncovered to this date?
That would be 0.
And how many have I uncovered in my own investigations?
2 confirmed, 1 pending.
Thank you, Director. If I may continue...